One great thing about going to coin shows all the time, and many of you might have experienced this yourself personally, is when you get there, you have no idea what you're going to find. You know what you want to find, but you have no idea what's going to actually be there. So it's one of my big surprises. I actually found a deal of 84 cc's, uncirculated in GSA holders. Haven't seen a group of these in years. So it's time to talk one of my favorite coins. And that is the Carson City Mint, the fabled Carson City Mint. But before I go there, I want to just go over the exact specifics of what we're looking at. When silver was pulled from circulation in '64, the dimes and the quarters, and we eventually pulled the half dollars in '71, everything was copper clad. The government had the General Service Administration, GSA, do an accounting of all the silver dollars in their vaults. And they made them available to the public in a GSA sale. At that time, there was no internet, etc. It wasn't you could walk into a coin show and place a bid. It was newspapers across the country. You send your check in, and they would give you the coin that you asked for. It was a wonderful time frame, and the best part about it was there were some CC, Carson City Morgan dollars in this beautiful grouping from the U.S. Mint. That's why this coin is still here today. But this was 1884, and this was a packaged goods item by the U.S. Mint. This is exactly how they were issued by the U.S. Mint. They were put into like a big proof set lens, and then the outer box is part of the process. Very rarely do you see the boxes today in good standing. Again, it's cardboard, it's understandable. They might get used a bit over time. These are all beauties. Now look at the price. We're at $399.95, everyone. My competition on this alone is $645. Apples to apples, identical item. Largest cataloger in the country, you know who they are. That's how much more they are. We did see it on one of our rival networks, one of the coin shows, and they were at $5.99. Which is not a horrible price. They beat the other one by give or take $50. Well, tonight we are 200 under that. Now you're looking at the quality of this, right? When's the last time you've seen a Carson City where you could count the breast feathers, the highest point, which is the middle of the coin on the reverse? And we'll show you the obverse here in a second. But above the D and the O and dollar, that's the CC mint mark. That's the deal. High point on the front is right over the earlobe. Basically like it's a clock right in the middle. Look at the detail. The word liberty, very strong. The open fields, not all scratched up. These are beautiful coins from that sale, surviving over 40 years, surviving in this gorgeous packaging. I'm sorry, 50 years. They were launched actually in '71 for the first time. So most of these were in people's hands a half a century ago. Carson City, the fabled mint. The Comstock lode's where it all began, right? The largest silver find in America, and now we have enough silver to actually make a dollar and have it be a functional part of our coins. When they first started working with the Comstock lode, they were re-infusing the dimes, the quarters, the half dollars that we needed every day. Finally, a silver dollar. So the Morgan dollar is born in 1878 from the silver from the Comstock lode, and it goes to 1904, and then they bring it back one more year in 1921. 28 years in all. Inside of this, Philadelphia, San Francisco struck all of them, 28 coins. New Orleans struck 26 coins, and then the other vintage mint, Carson City, of course, the coins right on top of the silver find, 13 years only. If you do a mint by mint, add them up pie chart, you're going to see that all of the Carson City coins added together, those 13 years, amount to less than 3% of all the Morgans ever struck. Another reason why the Carson City is so fabled. On top of the fact that it was the coin struck during the westward expansion. Carson City was 1878 to 1885. A hiatus for 4 years, and then they brought it back in 1889 to 1893. Now, speaking of Carson Cities, how many of you actually saw the 2021 Morgan Dollar program. The U.S. Mint struck 175,000 of all the Morgan mints, which means they brought back Carson City for the first time since 1893. And today, that brand new coin, can you find one for this price? The brand new one. And we're going back 140 years ago with this one. Phones are very busy right now. Guys, I got to put a 30-second clock up, please. Number of phone calls, number of coins is almost equal if you're buying with us or you use avccoins.com as part of your ordering process every night with us. I know they made some great improvements. Isn't it great? Push it through your shopping cart. Get an order number. It'll secure the coin. We sell out of about a third of all of our items every night, and we thank you for that. We just don't want anybody else to experience it. So again, tonight, the 84cc uncirculated in the original packaging, 140-year-old coin that we are $200 under our competitors with. Tonight, just $399.95.